over that way.
What's up? What's up? What's up? And welcome to You Still Single podcast. Tonight, I am your guest host. I am Sherika Nicole. And to my right, I got Trey Love.
What's up? How you
All
doing?
right. What's up, Trey Love? Nice to meet you.
That's just mine.
And I should have did this lovely lady first, so let me run it back. I'm Sherika Nicole. And to my left, I got Miss Yummy.
Yes.
What's up,
Yummy in the
girl?
building. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
And then I just introduced Trey Love to my right. And then, we got that man down there on the end to my left, Miss Derick. He ready to chew me apart already. Y'all see how he just looked at me?
No,
Did y'all see how he looked at me? He had the little twisted up face and everything.
See, you already assuming
We
something.
can't be starting off like this tonight.
I don't know what you talking about. I just looked at you, baby.
We can't be
That's all that
starting off
was.
like this tonight. But tonight, our topic is, can traditional men
I don't think my mic's on.
afford a modern woman? So before we dive into this topic, I'm gonna ask the fellas first to define, and I'm gonna start with Trey Love. I'm asking you first to define what you think, or what is your definition of a traditional man?
Okay, a traditional man is one that uses his hands. I would say a trade type of cat, like a painter, electrician, roofer, even A1, technical side. Someone that a traditional man gets out and get his hands dirty and put in some work. It don't necessarily have to be in fields or contracting, but like I said, tech work such as what A1 does. And basically a man that gets up every single day, may not be the most college educated or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But basically a man that's out there getting it and earning his way through this life. That's a traditional man in my definition.
So to you, a traditional man is someone that uses his hands. Okay. All right, Derick. You good down there?
I'm always good. Yeah.
All right. I was just asking because, I wanted to make sure we can hear you through that mic. That's all.
Yeah, I'm thinking I can't.
Oh, yeah, well, you good. Yeah, you good. All right. So what is your definition of a traditional man?
Well, it's somewhat what my brother down the end said, but traditional man to me is the man that was put here who started it, which is a man that's actually had belief in God, belief in certain situations. He's the head of the household. He goes to work every day. He handles his business. The nuclear family. He takes care of. He's the builder.
Okay.
And he does the requirements that was set forth when man came here.
Okay. So
way before women ever got here, the rules that he was taught that was made for him to be before that she came along. That's what traditional man is.
Okay, so when you say hold the household, in what area are you speaking to?
Speaking to
being the head. Because that can be a different definition as well. So I just want to dive into that before we get Yummy's take on a traditional man.
Well, that's my take on traditional man. Traditional man is a man that.
No, I got that part. I was just asking. So as a man,
just like
he
takes in input, but the final decision
is from him.
It's from him.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. So when we dive in,
his has to come from God, based around what the things that morals, the things around God has taught him, he has learned.
Okay,
that's what he has to make a decision based on. But it's on the earthly plane. He's the head of the house, so he takes everybody's opinion, and if she's better at it, then he lets her run with that. But nevertheless, he is the head of the household.
Okay. All right, I like that. All right. Okay, Miss Yummy. Miss Yummy. Because you was over there like, I can't wait to say what I got to say. So,
Lord, honey.
You was ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Because I believe a traditional man is a mindset. I believe that a traditional man is more of a way of archaic thinking, actually. I believe that, okay, maybe you believe in biblical terms, but I also believe that the traditional man has the old school mentality. I don't think that he's necessarily the one that get his hands in the dirt, because we have a lot of traditional men that are holding down 6-7 figure positions, but still come home and want a home cooked meal. They still want the woman in the house. They still want that whole mindset of being the head of the household and running things. So traditional man to me has became more of a mindset than a more physical activity.
Yeah, I would say I agree with you to that as well. I definitely think that a traditional man myself is one that he leads his home, meaning that he is the head. Me personally, I can agree with what Derick said as far as him being, biblically, but just to be a traditional man doesn't necessarily that you have to go by that standard. But I do definitely think they run the household. They can have a 9-to-5 carrying a briefcase. We used to watch, the Cosbys. He went to work, came home, ran the household. But like Derick said, he also conversed with his woman as well, but still was confident in himself leading it. And the reason why I asked you, Derick, more so with running the household, he lead the household was, so when we say a traditional man, are we saying that when he run a household, is he running and providing? Because that's biblical.
Yes. He's running and providing. See, men are builders and women are nests. Okay.
Okay.
So he builds and puts the thing together for her to be able to handle that nest and put it together, what he bringing in. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, sure, in the 50s or something, women had to kind of go to work, economy thing changed, but nevertheless, they were a team, but nevertheless, it came down that he was still head of household. She always made sure the kid understood that they respected his role in the house.
Okay. So we got the definition on what we all think a traditional man is. So now let's talk about this modern woman. Because, we all got a take, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we going to go and we going to start with Derick first on this one. What is a
wanna go last.
No.
Go last.
No. Come on.
That's right. I went first on the first.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah. Come on.
We got to flip it.
Trey, give me a little break.
Right.
I got so many different terms of what a modern woman is.
Okay. So let's
So many different avenues.
I'm sure we're going to get into it.
But I kind of came up with the topic.
Okay.
So I had a certain ideal of what I was thinking.
Okay.
So I'm going to address it from that angle, which is, and it's not a positive.
Okay, that's fine. This is how you feel.
There's a positive and negative, but I'm going to start with the negative because that's kind of where I was when I kind of looked at modern women.
Okay.
And to me, a modern woman on the female side of modern woman, not on the woman side of modern woman, the female girl side of modern woman, I think a modern woman is one that cares about the bag. She cares about the money. She cares about her freedom, her right to be able to not be led and not to have a man definitely be in traditional fashion. A man got to have a certain amount of money. She don't want an average man working at the certain place. He got to have a certain amount. If she got an education, then she's looking for him to be in that area for her to respect him. I just think a modern woman is kind of like the Kardashians and whatever you seen on TV. the portrayal you see on Basketball Wives and all this woman just a lot of energy, masculinity, a lot of that.
Here y'all go with that masculine
they ain't trying to follow.
energy.
They ain't trying to follow. You know what I'm saying? If they do follow, you gotta have way more than them. You got to be like, you got to be. And even with that, once they get a foothold, that's what I think. On the negative side, I got a positive side too, but I'm just saying.
I know, but this, no. We gonna get into the positive. We gonna get into the positive. But right now, though,
we'll get back to the positive one.
You were just supposed to define
right
what
now,
you think.
saying,
So we gonna leave it there. Leave it there. Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey.
I hate to be the bearer of real bad news, ladies, but I'm kind of really in total agreement with my brother down there. In a lot of ways, on the real, y'all didn't get no simp here to be like, well, ladies.
No. We don't want to simp.
Because ladies, I
like
feel that all the ladies, no, my brother is right. Everything he said, I wrote down because they make total sense. Ladies today are chasing the bag. They want their freedom. They want a man to make an excessive amount of unrealistic money.
Oh, it's unrealistic, but she can possibly make it. Okay, let's keep going.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah,
keep
unrealistic.
Men are emasculated by and let's talk from the perspective of which we're speaking of. We're black people on this panel, we're talking about modern women, but we are talking about modern black women. I want to make sure that that point is definitely.
Oh, we are okay, yummy. Because was you done?
Yeah, I'm done now because I was interrupted.
No,
I wasn't even finished. But
I was just like unrealistic.
So
I heard unrealistic, and I was just like, but she can make it, but it's unrealistic.
No.
How many? Let's talk about statistics. And you say unrealistic. How many women and men are making this kind of money?
But unrealistic, though, I'm just saying, unrealistic is to. I just don't believe in that. I mean, if you about it, you gon' go get it and you gonna figure it out. So let Yummy go ahead and chime in. Let Yummy go because Lord.
I'm not quite sure which one of you said team, but there's no I in team. At the end of the day, I believe a modern woman is still trying to handle her weight as a team in the home, because at the end of the day, a lot of times, especially in our society, it takes more than one income. And I feel as though her getting out here and handling business and still being able to be the wife, the mother, and every other aspect, it has become the norm in any race. So I believe it stretches however it goes. I believe the modern woman is still taking care of business. She's still getting these degrees, but she's still taking care of home as well.
Right.
So I don't believe that she wants you to make astronomical amounts of figures. I believe she wants you to handle your business as the mate and as the man in her life.
That part. And to leave the home and be comfortable with her going out and doing those things and not feeling like
Demasculated.
right. And a lot of men aren't comfortable with that. A lot of men aren't comfortable with the modern woman doing that because they feel it's unrealistic for them to do it. I mean, I'm just saying.
So you're saying that it's unrealistic?
I'm not saying that. I definitely don't think it's unrealistic. I would not use that term for a man or a woman because I think if you got the mindset, you can get it. That's me.
Okay.
That's my, and you gonna figure it out.
Okay.
Whether if you got to work 3 jobs, then you gonna figure it out.
Okay.
So you feel demasculated if the woman is getting her education.
I never said that.
I'm asking. No, I'm asking.
Oh no,
Just because you gave that definition.
Yo, I want any woman
Demasculated.
that I'm dealing with to.
Depends.
Wait, hold on. Let Trey Love, because you asked him. He was
Okay, I thought he was. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
I appreciate that because
Okay.
that's very emasculating.
Oh,
To interrupt a man while he's talking, that is very emasculating.
what?
Right in the middle of a man's conversation,
said.
and then boom. Oh well, what you said.
And that's the modern woman.
That's
Modern women at their
You want
best.
to know what the modern
Modern
woman
women
is?
at their
You want to know what the
best.
modern woman is? You just saw her.
Oh, by the way,
You
stop.
just
Let
saw
him
her.
talk. We
You
actually
just
gonna
saw
allow
her.
him
You
to
know what
talk.
it was.
Call the Wambulance.
If you didn't
Call
hold
the
it, if you didn't
We gonna
know
let him
it,
talk.
now
So
you
go
seen
ahead.
it. Go
You
ahead,
actually
brother.
can talk. We gonna listen to you now.
No,
ahead,
I'm sorry.
brother.
Go ahead, brother.
I appreciate you,
Go,
mama.
go.
And I love this young lady, by the way. So
Okay,
just
go,
know
go.
that this is
Which one?
banter. Both of y'all.
Gone,
Oh,
gone,
'cause you
gone,
said young lady, so
gone,
I don't know
gone.
you was talking about her.
Both of y'all
Yeah.
are straight dimes in my
Oh
opinion.
yes,
I love y'all
okay.
ladies. So.
We don't want to demasculate you, sir. Continue.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, see, a nigga forgot what he was talking about. Like, what the fuck was the question? Let's get back to the goddamn question. See, that's how women do. They Jedi mind trick your ass, right? You actually was
Jedi
you
mind
had
trick.
your shit wrote down what you was finna say, and by the time they get through,
Wait a minute.
nigga, no, A B C X Y Z, you be like, you know what? I don't even know.
I
I don't even know what I forgot what I was.
Forget statistics. You can still go out and get it and all that. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
like,
now I
really?
remember. Now
Well,
I
you can.
remember. Okay.
You can though.
Okay.
You can.
To your
The
point.
average man
to-
makes
Okay,
$41,000 a year.
You can.
The average man makes more than $41,000 a year. There's very few brothers that's actually in that category that women think they supposed to be in. They have no idea the numbers.
Oh,
It doesn't.
no,
It don't
okay,
fit
but
that. You can
listen,
go out
at
and
the
work 3,
end
4
of-
jobs, but we don't have the type of access that other men have to get those 3 jobs and make that be that kind of thing.
Y'all don't.
We have
I
to
know.
don't.
I know
You
men that
don't?
got.
No.
I know men that got multiple jobs that
They
are
may
black.
have that, but still in all, the type
I'm just-
of money, they still in all, the average.
But what's the type of money? Because you keep saying the type of
I
money.
don't know.
I don't
You
know.
said- you said-
I know.
I don't know.
I ain't even brought up money.
Okay.
Y'all, that was
Let
you.
the brother
In
finish.
this one,
Go
I'm
ahead,
just
brother.
trying to.
Finish your
I'm
question.
lost.
We don't
Okay.
want to demasculate you.
Okay,
now.
we can't demasculate me because there's no such word. in
All
my
right,
vocabulary.
okay.
I was.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
glad
you know.
somebody
You know,
said
you know.
that. It
All
ain't.
right. Well, my apologies, sir.
Okay.
baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, bro. Say you was answering your
Don't
question.
say-
Yeah,
He don't
I'm-
even.
He
He forgot what he was
forgot.
No,
about
I
to
know
say.
what I'm gonna say once
Okay,
I
go
get to
ahead.
say it. You
Okay,
know what
go
I'm saying?
ahead,
Once
go
I'm given the
ahead.
opportunity.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Trey
go
Love.
ahead.
Realistically,
You know.
black to what the brother was saying.
Okay.
And this is reality. Reality is that gas out there $8 a gallon. You understand? I don't care how you try to twist it, turn it, whatever. Statistically,
Yeah.
that gas is $8 a gallon.
That's
So
right.
when you talk about how many men are making, how many black men are making the amounts of money that women expect them to make, for you to say, and to hear you, sister, say, oh, I know guys working 2, 3 jobs, this and that. First of all, I done had heart surgery or stroke. I ain't working no 2, 3 jobs for nobody.
Okay, but who said you had to? Okay, so that's the thing. And in the beginning, you laid out the unrealistic. I do though, so that's what I'm saying. I just asked
I'm speaking
the question.
generally.
Right.
So I was
you're
speaking on the general terms.
generally
I
as-
wasn't talking about you specifically.
No, and I know that, but I know you were speaking on the general. I
Right.
just said when you said unrealistic, I'm like, that's how you feel. It's unrealistic for you.
Not
Or you putting
unrealistic
that
for me,
on-
just unrealistic expectations of a lot of
Okay, but you didn't
females.
say that, though,
A lot
at
of
first. You
females,
didn't say that.
realistically, black or white, have unrealistic expectations of their men financially. Let me just go on and say that.
Oh,
and
okay.
put
So
that out there.
it seems like every time we do any type of show, at least it always comes down to financial.
Because that's the root. That's
it
what.
comes
That's the
down
root.
to that. But
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, and I've said it numerous times on this show, my own show. If you know how to manage money, it really doesn't matter how much you make. Because I know men that make $80,000 and broke, and I know people that's at Rouse that make $15 an hour and they got a savings, they know what they doing. So it's all in the mindset and how you manage money. That's the same with me too. With my 3 to 4 jobs, and I can be bringing in 100+ a year. But if I don't manage my money, then I'm still.
I
right?
couldn't agree with you more. You're absolutely
Did
right.
you see what Athena said in the comments?
No, you can.
Make sure-
If you
hold on.
see something, you can read it.
Yeah, because
Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, plug into us. We would like to know if a phone number's on the screen in case you want to call in.
Okay, so go ahead. One of you guys want to go next. You can read it. What
okay, she said, is the modern woman so in need that she has to prove that she doesn't need a man?
So unneedy.
Unneedy.
That she has to prove that she don't need a man.
Unneedy, okay.
But the
Unneedy.
topic is,
I don't-
can a traditional man
Afford
a
Right.
modern woman?
Right,
This
but
is
we
not-
no, I know what the topic is, but we were talking about the definitions, which led to us discussing what we're currently discussing, which is going to still bridge back to that. So go ahead and answer the question. Can he, a traditional man, handle a modern woman?
Here's a question I have for the ladies. This is just a question. What if your man is providing, making sure that let's just talk about what it is, the old school joke. When the kids ask for something for Christmas, them lights come on, don't they? That car out there running, it's got gas in it. Don't you got clothes on your back? Now let's talk about how modern women still have to have a certain amount to go shopping. I've seen it happen in relationships with parents, uncles, friends of mine, where the man will make a certain amount of money. Then he's like, okay, I know I got this, I got that. He's budgeting and he's putting everything in his proper perspective. Then when he goes to check accounts, he's looking and the credit cards are maxed out. Then he's looking at his woman. She's like, oh, well, I need it and I need it and I need it. And without discussing it, without discussing that with him first. So he's doing the finances because he's a man. He know what he make. He know the income coming in the house. He's making sure all the bills are paid. So when he looks at the ledger to see where the money is and the credit cards are maxed out, and then when you ask your woman about it and she goes, I needed this, that, and the third. And so it's like, dang. So again, that's the part where it comes into play. Now, what you said made sense.
Where what come into
No,
play?
what you
Can
said
he
made
afford?
sense.
Can he
Can he
afford?
manage?
Can he
You
afford
said
it?
a man making 40,000 is broke and a man making 80,000 broke. I get that. That's true. However, if you could work that 40,000, you could live like 100,000. But if you got a woman on your team who you love, who you having kids with,
Right.
and then she taking the credit cards
Right.
behind your back and going and doing whatever else.
So then that's situational, right? That's within their own household. That ain't happening in every household. That's not happening in every household. So
Let's talk about modern women.
Yeah.
Modern women
Let's
ain't got that. Like my
But-
brothers say, they at that bag, they at that
They-
shopping.
so if they
trying
at
to
the
live a certain
bag-
unrealistic life,
right.
in my opinion.
So if I don't think it's unrealistic. What if she already doing it before she met you?
Then she can continue to do it on her dime.
So
Okay,
what-
then what would be the issue? Then?
I ain't got no
If
issue with that.
So
Okay.
what is your
Okay.
definition when you say traditional man can afford? I'm asking you that.
Yeah.
A traditional man can afford. A traditional man can take care of, number one, because see, people don't. This is something I think that happens when you discuss relationships. It's always about the woman being taken care of.
Wait.
Well, that man need to be taken care of too.
Right, he
He needs
does.
to be fed. He needs to have proper clothing. He needs to have his proper rest. There are things that man needs as well in order to be able to function
proper sex.
properly.
Right,
thank
right.
you. Baby, where you at?
Right. So let me just say this. If it's anybody out there that want to call in and jump in on this topic, dial in to 424-234-8670. And don't forget to
Yes.
like,
Call
share,
in.
and comment. Okay, so go ahead, brother. While I plug that in, y'all was doing that behind my back. So you know I had to go into that plug.
But we both need it. As a man and a woman.
And see, that's what you talked about the other week, which I thought was really good. I think I was on the show and I mentioned something about two people coming together and being whole. So what you said, and ladies, like I said, I'm here to try to fix and mend, and let's figure it out. Because if you come to me whole, like you said, the way you're able to shop and the way you're able to do the things that you want to do.
Oh, we got a caller. Oh, okay. I would love if you would have been able to finish that. But go ahead. We got a caller. What's up, caller? Who we got on the line?
What's going on? It's TC.
It's TC.
TC, what's up, TC?
What up?
Hey,
Yeah.
TC is one of the best female comedians I've ever met
Okay,
in my life.
TC, what's up?
She's a damn good
welcome,
looking. She's a damn good looking girl boy.
Welcome,
That's
welcome,
my friend
welcome
right
to
there.
Why
You
Are
good
You
looking
Still
mother,
Single?
good looking ass girl boy.
Podcast. You know, y'all
You
hear
girl,
me in there a little
I make
bit.
a woman out your ass, TC. I ain't
Trey
bullshit.
Love,
That's
like
my
what?
friend. That's my friend right there. TC know what it is.
Oh wow.
She ain't gonna tell everybody we
I
used to
love
kiss
it.
a little
I
bit.
didn't even.
Wait,
can't hear.
wait.
I didn't even know you were on here,
Right.
Trey. I didn't even know Trey Love was on here. Now that I know Trey Love is on here, I'm up.
That's right, baby. That's my
What's
friend
up,
right
Trey?
there. Hey, darling, how you doing?
Because he said he ain't going to tell that y'all used to kiss, but okay, go
Oh,
ahead,
TC.
Go ahead, TC.
He's a motherfucking lie. He's a motherfucking lie.
Hey, I like the way she said that. He's a mother of damn TC. All right, you gonna bring my mother into this?
Right.
Hey, just saying, they gotta be over 6 feet.
That's right. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
6 feet. That's a whole
Okay.
nother topic.
I'm all of
TC, you gonna have to
5'8"
come
and
back
I'm
and
great.
talk about that one. But what's your
5'8" and I'm great.
what's your opinion up on this topic we talking about tonight?
Now I couldn't hear this. It was kind of muffled. Like, is it about like tradition and roles, or just to sum it up? I want to make sure I answer it correctly.
The question is, can a traditional man handle
afford.
my bad, correct me, afford a modern woman? They got me tongue tied over here.
A traditional man for them. I don't know. It just depends. Oh, that's a good question. It just depends on the person because, like, it's the swag, You can have a traditional guy that's the nicest guy in the world, and nice guys finish last all the time. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So then it's like, okay, what do you see, like, traditional people? Like, you'll see this beautiful one. I don't know. You'll see people who will be with, you'll see this woman who's worth all this, but then she'll go with what is considered the bad boy or whatever, right?
Right.
Doesn't have as much as a traditional guy, whatever, but he's fucking her brains out. He's doing all the shit. He's telling he
Not
talks
the
to her the way
brains
she wants
out.
to
Right.
talk.
The
And
The
it's
whole
like,
brains.
what? Because that's that sex that, like the bad, real toxic relationship sex is super bomb, right?
This is true.
Like, it's
This is true. This
like
is
that
very
is-
true.
Right? You be doing the fucking most. So
Jesus
then,
Christ.
not saying you can't have that in the relationship, but I'm just saying, like, think about it. Mentality. What's the season, right? Some
Right.
people just literally will be a hoe for 3 months of the year. Be like, okay, I'm gonna do this real quick, just right here,
Right.
and then I'm gonna go back to being right. And it's,
Right.
it
Back
just
to
depends
being
on the
right.
woman. How modern is she? How modernized is she?
But okay, so let's just go with general, so
That's
you can
good.
just answer
That's
the
a good
topic like
question.
it is, but we don't know at this point. So it's just, can a traditional man
Yeah, 'cause
afford
breaking
a
that
modern
down would be
woman?
in a whole nother topic.
No,
Down to tradition.
no.
So
See,
so
she
you don't
said
think?
no.
Okay,
That's a good-
okay,
see?
all right,
See,
okay,
now that's a woman saying no.
okay.
You see what I'm
said
saying?
traditional.
Thank you for
Okay.
that.
Okay,
Thank
yeah.
you for that,
All
TC.
right, okay.
Because also the handling of the modern woman ain't always money wise.
Right.
True.
Can you afford to handle your mentality? What you got to deal
Right.
with her,
Right.
what she's doing, what you trying to have
Mental
this
health.
peace of mind, and you trying to build something. And she got these things, it's constantly arguing, constantly going into keeping her like you can't tell me what to do. You got to try to. I still want to be with you, but I got to deal with that mentality. So to afford her ain't always just about the money. Can I afford my mind?
Brother, you better talk.
Yeah.
No,
Brother,
that's what I'm saying.
My
But
sanity. Can I
Brother, you better
afford?
talk.
but when you
my
hear
freedom.
afford,
So we
everybody
talking about-
automatically
Yeah, I know,
thinks
but I'm
material.
but that's what
Right,
I'm saying.
that's
When
true.
I thought of the topic,
Right,
that's
right,
I'm
right.
not
yeah.
doing that.
Can I
Right.
afford?
Talking about
Can I
being-
afford her?
You're talking about being an
I know
alpha
she's
female
doing the thing right. She bending it back and all that in the bed, but the rest outside of that, it's like, man,
Right.
come on, can we get a piece of a break here on
Okay.
something?
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're talking about
Right.
basically being an alpha female.
yeah. Well, that's actually no such thing as that. But
Okay.
Oh, it's
But-
no
No
such. Here we
thing
go.
as that.
Right.
No such thing as that. They make
Dang.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
No such thing.
That's a
as
whole
an
You must
alpha
not have met TC.
female.
Hold on.
No,
Hey,
that's
hey,
a whole nother.
Hey, TC,
That's
you
a
heard
whole
what I
nother
told him?
topic because Derek
Ain't
he
no
goes
such
there.
thing as an alpha female. You must not have met TC. Is all I'm saying. You must not have met TC.
Okay,
That's
wait
all
a
I'm
minute.
saying.
Now we know
No,
that,
I'm joking around.
Well, in his mindset there is none, but in my mindset there is a such thing as an alpha female.
And they know this. That's what we
But
talking about.
we
This. That's why he
mammals-
came up with this topic.
Mammals.
in the mammal world,
In the
there-
mammal world.
in the mammal world,
Okay.
the alpha female is not the alpha female. She's the one that's closest, while the rest of them outside of where he is. She's not the alpha female. She's the woman that's in lead. She's the one in that position. But when it gets down to they can't take it down the buffalo, they gotta go get the man. There's no such thing as an alpha female. It's a word that's been made for by women, the modern woman, in order to equalize herself with the man.
Right.
All right.
Bro.
Okay.
So
So
you saying that there's no such thing
There's
as
women
an
that go
alpha?
getters. There's women that handle her business. That's what it is. But it's
Go
not-
getters.
But when you
Handle
give
their
a woman the title of alpha female right away, that makes her start going into an area that's not conducive to a traditional role.
So it sounds like you would rather her be submissive.
I don't want her. I want her submissive.
yeah,
yes, but I want
and
her
a woman
powerful
that's
too.
and she
I
can be
want her-
she
yes.
can be a modern woman after the bag and all of that and still be submissive.
you-
she
so
can still
the- so
handle her
your
business and
ideal-
still
And that
be
is-
submissive.
that is-
she
yes.
can still
Yeah.
allow her man to lead her, and
That
he
is-
has to be comfortable in his position as a man to lead her.
And first of all, most men are.
So you
No,
want to
they
be
are
alpha
not.
male.
Okay, well, I
They
don't know
are
what
not.
men
That's
you're
why we
dealing
be
with.
having these topics.
So do you feel as though a traditional man can afford a model?
Right.
As long as he understands that it's whatever him and God first, she's not the prize. She's not the prize. So anytime she needs to whatever, she can go, she can be whatever out there because she's not the prize. Because God is the prize. There's a pecking order in his world, in his universe. They're like the sun comes, it goes down. It's an order. I know y'all don't want to believe, but look outside.
I
in a minute.
just laughed. I
No,
just
but
laughed. I
it's
didn't say I
finna
didn't
get
believe
dark.
anything.
It's finna get dark in a minute.
It's dark in here.
It's finna
getting
get dark.
in here.
It's finna get dark because it gets light. It's a pecking. It's a movement.
Okay,
But
wait.
anyway-
Can we see? Can we hear what TC saying?
TC, go ahead, baby.
Before we hang her up.
Go ahead, baby.
I said shots fired.
Oh, shot fired. Oh, okay.
Burn. That fire, TC. Fire. It's a pecking order. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so go. I'm sorry, Derek. I thought our caller. Are you caller? You got anything else for us before we go ahead and let you go?
No, you guys just have a good day and trade love. I'll see you soon, baby. That's what's up.
Thank you for your call.
Thank you for calling in,
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate it. Anyone else want to call in and chime in on this topic? You can go ahead and dial in at 424-234-8670.
Please call
And
in.
don't forget to go ahead and share, like, and subscribe. Okay, Derek, cause Yummy, she ready to go in. I want him to
I
finish.
don't understand.
I want you to
I don't
finish.
understand
You
this
done-
pecking order.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm confused. What happened to that? There's no I in team. You really want this woman to be like, whatever you want, sir. Where you want it, sir? What time you want dinner, sir? I mean, really, where is she at? Because, come on now, sir. That is so archaic way of thinking,
You
really.
can call it archaic.
It is
That's
archaic.
the defense
It's very
mechanism.
okay.
That's okay.
Very okay.
The same way where that woman you was talking about, honey, that high value man that's making 1.5 million a year, he and her are in the same place.
They may
They in
be
the same place.
But look,
They in the same.
but they may be.
You said the key word was the coins. Now you put the coins
Like
in the
I
building.
said,
The whole thing has been leading to coins the whole night.
You know, because I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want to admit that, but the coins do play a factor.
Makes sense.
No,
I'm
'cause
making
the question
1.5 a
was
year.
Traditional man
Can a
afford
traditional
modern
man?
woman?
So do you think, Yummy, come on in and chime in on
I
it. Do you
believe
think
that honestly, the traditional man cannot.
Thank you. Good. You know what?
I'm sorry.
Coming from a woman.
I really
Coming
believe
from
that
a
the
woman.
traditional man cannot.
Appreciate it. Let me put the camera.
a
on.
modern
A
woman? You
modern
don't think?
woman, because I believe that a modern woman is multifaceted out here at this point.
Okay.
She's the one that's going to me, the modern woman is going to go out there and make that extra money so that we can have things and we can do things and come in there.
And you don't think the traditional man is going to be okay with that?
First of all, like you
I'm
said,
asking.
I'm saying what you said was very important. As long as she can go get all that, and that's fine. But when she enters into the home, when she enters into the house,
gotta be
right?
like this.
You know what I'm saying? She knows how to not bring.
And that's what, yeah.
She know how to be. She know how to not bring all of that. She know how to leave it at the door. Like most doctor women, they doctor, they strong. When they come in the home, it's a
Yeah,
different
because
role.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I was a
Yeah,
doctor.
so it's just a different thing when you come in. That's all. You know, and they can do all that,
You
and
want
as
him-
long as they fit, feminine, and cooperative,
Then-
feminine and cooperative.
they're good.
And he got to be that. And he should be able to. And he should be cooperative as well.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
should be cooperative
Yeah, you
as
gonna have
well
to be.
as a traditional
That's
man.
why when the
and
decision comes in,
cooperative.
by him being, when the decision comes in, he could just make it, but he don't make it like that. He goes sit down with her because she's proven herself.
That's right.
Their
Proven
relationship
herself.
has
Right.
proven itself to be
And
that,
he's proven himself.
Right.
Himself.
Let me finish.
Okay.
He's proven himself to be, I am a traditional man, and she's proven to be a modern woman. They have come together and created something special. And that's what that is.
Okay.
Okay.
I love her.
So you said, okay. So you don't think, because you've been in agreement with the no's.
Well,
you don't,
honestly, think about the question. Like, and that's why finances had to come into the answer to the question.
Right,
the
right,
question
right.
was, can a traditional man afford? Okay, so when you say afford something, let's use terminologies and look at the words we're asking. Afford means that I can comfortably pay for something. You understand what I'm saying? Like this damn gas. I can't afford this goddamn gas. Anyway, but like I'm saying, so what I'm saying is when you say afford a modern woman, I'm gonna just give y'all a scenario. My great-grandfather and great-grandmother were married for 50 years. My grandmother never worked a job in her life. However, my grandfather's clothes were washed, his meals were cooked, his house was clean, his children were bathed, taken care of, sent to school each and every single day. He went out and worked 8 hours, 20 hours sometimes a day, came home. He didn't have to lift a finger. All he had to do was bathe and go to bed, and that woman ran that house. Right. But see, here's the thing. We're talking about an entirely different, somebody said something earlier about a mindset. Right. We're talking about a different mindset. Right. Also, we're talking about a different time in history when things were different, when people were viewed different, when people viewed things differently. That's why their marriage lasted, they say, till death do them part. I actually witnessed and was old enough young enough to see that happen. However, let's talk about the women of today. Right. They don't, and the thing is, I love y'all black women. I love you. Mm-hmm. However, it seems to me as if things have changed for both. We're not built as men the way the women were. We're not built the way the men were back then, and the women aren't built the way that the women were built back then. And when I say when I say that, I'm talking about the way we've been cultured. You know, there was a time when you got married and it meant something. You had children and it meant something. It was your job to the shotgun weddings and stuff like that. Okay, you got my daughter pregnant. Guess what you finna do, bro? Right. You finna take care of my daughter and this baby. That's your responsibility. And those are the things that a traditional man still kind of holds value to, I think. However, we got to think about it this. Women have modernized, but men have somewhat too. If evolution happens cohesively, you women are modern, but guess what? Men are modern too. So what happens when we try to meet each other in the middle? You know, again, look at how, like I said,
the middle can definitely. I mean, it can happen. I think it can happen. I just believe that. Yeah, go ahead. I
gotta stop for 1 second. You said a comment about the grandparents. Okay, the grandparents. Look how long ago that was with the grandparents, and so. You also mentioned something about today's men. They are modern. Also, they're not gonna. Okay, they meet a woman. They want to know where you work. They want to know what you do.
Right.
So that traditional woman, they still want you to bring.
Why are you pointing the darn finger at me? Oh. That's what I want.
I just thought she was pointing, but come on.
I know why. What's
these modern men?
I just thought she was talking. I'm trying to hear what she's saying.
I couldn't do this when she gave me. Hey, bro, gave me. Yeah, bro.
Oh my God. Come on, bring your back. Okay. All right, come on. All right, come on.
No, what I was saying was that they also want to know what you bring to the table.
Absolutely.
So then when they want to know what your accolades are, what you bring to the table, where you work, what you do, where your parents are, how many kids you have. I mean, they want you to break it down. Yes. But then they want you to also bring some extra things to the table. We want you to be able to cook a 5-course meal. We want you to be able to be submissive when I get home. I mean, come on with the foolishness. What happened to the team?
Okay.
Right. Where is the team here? Can you afford it? Because if you could really afford it, none of those questions should be asked.
Thank you.
Not a single one.
Thank you.
Wait. Hold up. Okay, now you made your point. Now let me ask a question. You saying so? What you saying is let's just be real. Now this is a modern woman's statement. Okay. She said if I can't afford it, then these questions shouldn't even be asked. So why should I even put myself like? No one goes into a fight knowing they're gonna lose. Like, think about it. Why would I get married when I know I'm gonna get divorced? If I can't afford it, why waste my time?
Right.
Makes sense, right?
It does make sense.
Okay, so we can date, we can kick it, but baby, I can't afford you.
Right, but maybe we shouldn't date and kick it.
All right. So we got.
Well, that's cool too, baby.
All right.
Let me suck on the titties a little bit. That's it.
I keep hitting my lip.
Get him.
Okay, hold up.
Sexual harassment on the job.
I know this.
She invited me to her breast, and I wanted them
That was
titties.
We got a caller.
That yummy, yum.
Caller.
Come on. Thank you, Miss D. Thank you, Miss D, for giving us that though, Miss D. So let me go ahead.
Miss D.
Hold on. Y'all relax.
See what
Let
she
me read.
said. See
Yeah,
what
I'm
she
trying
said.
to read it. Y'all gotta relax though. All right, Miss D. Thank you for that. So she said modern men can most certainly afford a modern woman as long as they understand their roles in the relationships. It takes a mature-minded couple to make it work.
Amen. Okay.
I
All
agree.
right. See,
I definitely agree. I agree with that.
I enjoy intelligent answers and conversation. Miss D, thank you first of all for your
and
tip
it's
drill.
definitely nothing different than what I said that in the
You ain't saying
I did.
she cut me off in the middle
Come
of
on, we got a
conversation
caller. We
with
got a
modern
caller.
woman.
We got a caller. What's up, caller? Who we got on the line?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it me?
Yes, it's a little echo.
You got something
Who do
on.
we have on the phone?
I'm not sure if I'm the one to call her, but this is LJ.
Hi, LJ.
Oh yeah, this is me. Hello.
LJ, can you?
Because he said it was somebody before me.
Okay, you live? You ready?
Can you
to
hear
go?
me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear you good,
We
LJ.
ready to
Okay. Okay. So the question: can the traditional man handle the modern woman?
No,
And I am going to say no.
Afford
The modern woman, and I'm going to say no
Thank you.
because I think we have to understand that the modern woman was created,
Amen.
right? And the traditional man wasn't the one who created the modern woman,
Bam.
right? It was the
The world.
the hood, like TC. I think it was TC that mentioned it was the bad guy, hood dude, the one that gave you the good nailing
That's
that
right.
created, and those are the ones that went to prison, sold drugs, that created, left the woman. They left the traditional woman, and the traditional woman evolved into the modern woman. So they left her to fend for herself. Now she has to emotionally. She has to fend for herself because they street, they hood. They don't know how to respond to the woman emotionally. So now she has this quote unquote alpha woman mentality. And it sounds like like the brothers on the show was saying, the modern woman is that alpha woman mentality. So I don't think that the traditional man, which is not the ones, the traditional men are the ones that they still believe in opening the door for women.
Yes.
They still believe in, they still believe in the traditional things. They can't afford the modern woman
Right.
Okay.
because they're not the ones who created the modern woman.
You're
Exactly.
amazing.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
so
That's
much,
a good
sister.
one.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for that.
Exactly.
Appreciate
And
that.
I just
Thank
want
you
to.
for that. And so,
Good one.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think good.
Yeah, and I just want to piggyback
Very
off of that
intelligent
because you
answer.
said the traditional man didn't create the modern woman. But how many of y'all read the Bible? You got any kind of like belief in the Bible?
Raised up in it.
Okay.
All day.
Yes.
Okay, and so it basically lets you know that one of the things that Satan was able to do with that woman, he couldn't go to Adam because Adam knew he was the only person supposed to be having that power. He couldn't go to Adam. So he went to her and told her that you could eat this and you can know what Adam know. You ain't got to listen to Adam tell you what God know. You ain't got to listen to God. You can be your own boss. You can be your own this.
Wow.
You can be your own that. And this is why we got off course from the beginning. And he's still using it today. Satan is still using. He's even more forceful with it now because of social media and everything else that he's making woman. He's taking her to this whole new area where she really it's about the money in the back, all this other stuff, and it ain't about everything. He told her at the well. I'm still Adam, and every woman is still Eve, and that's what's going on. There's another power here that's dictating. He don't want us together. He does not want certain things. So he's putting out these things and making certain things be more important, like the school and everything
That's
else.
right.
And making the women look like
That's right.
the women back in the traditional days took care of their men or
Took
were
care of their
slaves,
family, they
or they
home.
was this, or they was that.
Yep.
He telling them that's what they are, and that's what they feeding off to themselves as well as the next generation of young girls.
Right.
Can I get in on this a little bit?
Go ahead.
I want to totally amen what he said. And to add to that, I bring up my great grandparents because, again, we're talking a 50-year marriage. Now, my grandmother was a black woman. She didn't play no game. She whooped every child in the neighborhood. She caught an attitude. And I remember one of my cousins told me, he said, man, your grandma was coming down that hill to whoop me, and your granddaddy looked at her. And she stopped, tucked the belt away, and went home. My grandfather didn't have to raise his voice. He didn't have to get belligerent. He didn't have to get violent. All he had to do was just look at her, and she knew what she was supposed to do. See, that's what you call a traditional woman. That was a traditional woman. You know what I'm saying? And in order for a traditional man can afford a traditional woman, but as far as a modern woman, honestly, no.
But with the $8 gas.
That's too much.
Do you want
I
the woman
can't.
We
to
can
stay
Uber,
home?
baby. We can
I
Uber.
can't.
Look,
Stay home.
look, we can Uber.
They
We
can
could do
stay
two.
home.
We can Uber.
Bicycle.
Girl, we can Zoom
can't.
date.
I
We can
can't.
Zoom date.
I
Hey, this is
cannot.
modern. We
I'm
can
sorry.
Zoom date. We
I
can turn the
can't.
camera on.
I can't.
We can get a 2-seat bicycle and roll.
For real.
So the traditional man that works a 9 to 5 and works with his hands and reads the Bible
That's funny.
can't handle a woman that
Now, see, we didn't
Well,
handle.
see, check it out.
can't afford.
The dude-
We asking the
to
question.
me,
We're not
so-
saying he can't.
So,
But I'm saying
so
to you.
can he?
But I'm
No,
saying,
I'm
but
just
what I'm
saying.
saying.
I'm,
Pookie can't afford her either.
But what
the
I'm
dude on the
saying-
corner selling dope, he can't afford her either.
But what I'm saying.
Not with the
that's
$8 gas.
So before I got cut off,
Go ahead.
There you go.
before I got cut off,
There you
that's
go.
what I was gonna lead to.
Lead to it,
To
then.
that, but I couldn't even say it. So I'm gonna go on and let y'all go.
No, go
I'ma
on.
let you go.
No, don't try.
You know,
That ain't
I
none
can
of
be
you.
the host.
First of all, that ain't none of you.
I can be the
That
host.
ain't none of
And
you.
know,
That
I'ma
ain't
let
none
y'all
of you.
go
Say
on
your
and run it.
thing.
You
That
know
ain't
what
none
I'm
Y'all
of
see,
you.
I
saying?
just moved out the way. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, say your
Go
thing.
ahead.
Go
'Cause I
ahead.
forgot what I was about to
You
say.
sound like me, see?
There you go.
That's why we got these orange
I
pins
had
right
this
here.
whole analogy in my head that was gonna make perfectly great sense.
These to
I
you
want
anyway.
I want to hear it. Now you got me curious about it.
But, Miss-
Now you got me curious.
but straight
about it.
love and
Oh
Derick,
Lord, I love it.
At least to you anyway.
Lord have mercy. I need a sound effect.
Wait a second.
Okay, no, but I was gonna say, so y'all are really saying that a traditional man, y'all don't think, the three of y'all don't think that they can afford
No.
a modern woman. And when I say afford, I'm not just talking about
What I was saying, yeah.
finances.
I'm talking about
I'm talking about mental communication.
spiritual,
Okay.
All that. I'm talking about all of that. That's
Peace of
when I
mind.
saw that. That's
Yeah.
what I saw
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
thought when I. Yeah, exactly.
Everybody started talking about money, and so I didn't even tell mine in the beginning because I got talked over about
Okay,
this
well,
one
do
over
it now.
here.
Do it
But
now.
no, it's all
We
good.
need you to do it now.
I basically just said it.
Okay.
So
I
I'm
agree.
just saying,
That's what it is.
a
She like me.
traditional
I like her
man.
too, though.
I do. I like you. I think you cool.
I think you
cool. But don't do me like you did TC talking about what we was doing back in the
I
day.
was
I'm
joking.
just playing.
I
I'm
was
just
joking.
playing.
It's
I know we got a joke. Come on,
Right. I'm all
but
sensitive over here and shit.
I'm just very. But I'm just saying.
Baby, I was just playing.
But
I
I'm
was
just
just
saying.
playing.
So I'm gonna ask. He not right here. And some people in the comments. So would I be considered a modern woman?
Would you consider
Yes.
yourself a modern woman?
No, I'm asking y'all because my definition of how I feel about myself. I want to know what y'all think. You know me a little bit.
I don't
know
have
you a
enough
little bit.
history on you to be able to.
You know me a little
analyze
bit.
you like that.
You consider me to be a modern woman?
Most definitely.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was with a traditional man, and he was able to afford me your words. You chose that. Remember, it was your topic. But he was able to afford me in all of those areas and not just financially. So
How long did the
and
relationship
what happened
he
to
was
him?
okay. We was
happened?
together for 5+ years.
Okay.
We was together. We didn't work on. We have a child. It
Y'all got
has
a child
nothing.
together?
Yes, it has nothing
Okay.
to do with. And who he's with now is modern,
Okay.
and they work. So she worked. She had her business. So. And I was very submissive and took care of the home and all of that. I mean, he actually used to get mad that I earned his clothes and had them ready. So, I mean, come on, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Look,
So,
okay.
That's
was-
what
so
I'm saying. So
did you
that's
say he was a just-
like Venus said, everybody's definition is different. Everybody's definition is different. But to me, when I think of like a traditional man, it's along the lines of when you brought up your parents. And even though now a traditional man is many out there, they don't want their woman to work or do nothing. So if you come to me and you don't want me to do that, then I mean you got to be able to provide everything I was providing at first, and that's financially and everything.
Right.
Because that's more so what a traditional.
This is true.
But you know,
That's what a traditional man
But,
is.
yeah, that's right.
If
But,
that's what we bringing it back to.
Okay.
And so
Can I say
but let
something
me
about
know.
we
that?
talking about new age traditional man or
okay,
old
but what
age?
I'm saying is,
You know what I'm saying?
you're right about that.
Okay.
And so since and how she don't have to work, he's taking care of everything. Then he'd like to have that she is traditional in the home while he's doing all that, maintaining the nest. Like you said, she don't have to work. He wants to make sure that when she's maintaining that, not while he's at work, she's out trying to be this modern woman, doing all these things, you know what I'm saying, with stuff. And he's looking like, why this ain't here? I get home, my pasta is cold. And why you with homegirl all the time? It's like, wait a minute, I made a luxury for you not to have to work. Right. I made it so that you could be able to do certain things. And I come home with this basic stuff that's not ready. So you can't be no modern woman with me like that. And if I allow it, can I afford it every day to come home and keep looking at that you're not? I know you're mad at you. You can be that. I'm not mad.
Right.
Go be that. You just can't be that with me no more. Okay. I can afford you financially, but I can't afford you mentally, spiritually, and the rest. I can't do it.
Okay, so I'm going to say that quite a few women that I know, they are multifaceted. So they are modern as well as traditional.
That's good. Thing.
So they're able to work. They're able to have these degrees. They're able to take care of the home. And I mean the whole entire home.
Right.
They know how to cook.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing, because a lot of women, they want this man who's going to do for them and take care of them and blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. But they don't know the basics either. I mean, they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean. They don't know the basics.
They don't know separate the whites from the colors. They don't know none of that.
They don't know how to segregate.
But they're multifaceted. So
they don't know how to let freedom ring.
No.
Let her finish.
I want to throw this at you. But I'm saying they're multifaceted. So, yeah, you may come home and you probably won't say that food was cold. You're going to heat that food up in the microwave because you know that she also worked just like you, but she cooked that food. Right. So you're going to see that paper plate or wherever it's on, and you're going to be like, she made me some food. So you can't have it all types of ways. You cannot have her making sure that y'all building this empire, because that's what you're trying to do out here.
Well, that's if they're trying to. And so, again, it goes back to what Venus said.
No
it's not that, but it's also what each individual household wants when you come together as one. And that's why communication is
always key
in the beginning. And you got to listen when you on them little dates to them little slides of I don't cook. Sure. So if you marry me and you know you a man that likes home cooked meals, but you still choose to marry me, then you heard me say multiple times that I don't cook, but you still decided to put a ring on it. So after you put that ring on it, don't think that I'm going to start cooking because I already got you. You already got them down on one end. Asked me to be your, but
that makes so much sense.
No, I know it makes perfectly great sense because that's what's happening out here.
Right, but
every single day.
Wait a minute. Or if she went out and you guys were going out and doing things, and now as soon as you put a ring on it, she's supposed to be in the house. She's not supposed to hang out with those friends, and she's not supposed to do X, Y, Z. Can you afford all of that?
But men don't mind that a lot. Men will hear that on the first date, and men will just, I'm not going to marry you, but I hear what you're saying. I'm not going to do that. That's what men going to look at it from a real perspective. Now, males and boys who look like men, working the same job as me.
That's another question. Let me get into this.
They'll marry you anyway.
I like that.
They'll marry you anyway because they like your body, they like your toes, they like your booty, they like all that. They'll marry you anyway. Them foolish niggas will do that, and that's what it is. And then the men get justified. Oh, y'all ain't shit, y'all. But men ain't gonna do that.
We know who it Miss Derrick.
And I know a woman gonna tell me
how he feel.
I know a woman gonna tell me if she say all that, and I tell her I don't like that type of woman, then I try to make more relationship. She gonna tell me no, because you already told me you don't like that. She would never marry me.
Miss G said any man that makes a significant amount of money is usually a hoe.
This is true.
She said even the maybe so-called traditional man back in the day had kids all over the place because he felt he had it like that, and they did have multiple homes and all of that.
Can
they
I
were
make
traditional men
an honest point?
and with their wives being at home because she wasn't out.
Can I make an honest point?
Go ahead.
The same grandfather I keep talking about that was married for 50 years, he had an outside child.
See?
Okay.
There it is.
We got.
This is true. I'm not denying that.
We got one more.
So wait a minute. So
hold on. Go ahead.
So your grandmother, who was in there washing them clothes and doing all of that stuff.
We got a caller. Go ahead. Because I already know what you about to say, because I was about to say that too.
But let's
get to this caller.
But in the mammal world, the lion.
The
Okay, he got
lion.
multiple babies by his whole tribe.
Bro.
That's what he got.
Amen.
Because he the
What the
king
color
and he
is?
expresses his options.
I can't
Because that's what he do.
with
He
y'all
ain't cheating. He expressing his options. And he taking care of home and he taking that buffalo down.
So because
That
he
outside baby
so
was taken care of.
okay, but hold on,
time-
but that's technically what you're saying.
Same
So
time,
because he's
there are
taking care
women.
of home,
There are women
that's-
who are putting all
Come
kind of
on,
babies
that's why-
on men that ain't none
but
of their
that's
babies.
why you got modern women out
That's
here.
where you go.
So
All day.
what's going on?
What's
To go
the
right
caller?
here to
Let's
to the
go.
caller.
Oh, that's the reason
Come
for
on,
modern
caller.
women.
Exactly.
But
Because
But
of
don't
y'all.
worry, because them modern women gonna
They
die
hoes.
alone. They gonna
They
die alone with their
hoes.
Oh, no,
dogs.
they're not.
With their
Miss
dogs.
G, you was right.
With their
They
dogs.
hoes.
They're gonna die alone with their dogs.
We have another
Okay.
caller.
Dog mom.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, how you doing?
Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
What's up, Yummy? What's up? What's up? Hey, boo. What's
I need
up,
some men
Taylor?
How you doing, sweetheart? What's happening with you?
Okay.
What's your name?
Okay.
What's your
So
name?
I got like
Wait, what's your name?
sunshine.
Oh, I
You
didn't
hear?
hear.
Don't you know?
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Okay, let's go with it.
Okay, so I got 3 points on the subject. If you want to think about like the Bible, when it says being unequally yoked,
Mm-hmm.
tradition should stay with tradition, modern should stay with modern. I'm not saying that it can't happen because people do what they want to do at the end of the day. And first and foremost, if you connected with somebody and that vibe is hitting, then it don't matter because you're going to make it work anyway. But it's going to be a hard lift. I could just tell you from my own experience from being a boss chick. I grew and my husband didn't, and the relationship ended.
Fell apart.
And so it's just going to be hard because, it's just going to be hard. So those are my 3 points is that people can make it work, but it's like really being unequally yoked
Right.
because the
Makes sense.
mindset is different.
Right.
Yep.
The moves are different.
Yep.
And, I'm just trying to like get a passport, travel the world, build up my portfolio, and you still just like
Want to be
being
at
just
home.
traditional.
Exactly. Want to be at home
So-
and want to turn on a basketball
Yeah,
game.
and so
Nothing wrong with the
Well, it goes back to
Yeah.
what you said.
we
It goes
all
back to
got
what
to
you said
evolve
earlier.
together.
It goes back to what you said earlier. What was he doing during the dating process? What was he doing
Right,
when you
and
met
that's
him?
why-
If he
right.
was a homebody and he was doing all these
You
things,
already knew that.
Because see, what you did to get him is what you got to do to keep him. If he was this way while you were dating him, getting to know him, and then you evolve into, oh, now I want to travel and do this type of stuff. It sounds to me like you're the one who changed, honey, not him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Well,
we're
not
not
necess-
sitting on the back of the bus no more.
But not
we're not sitting on the back of the bus,
Right.
and if we not growing, we
Right.
dying.
Yeah,
and
right.
so you
We
gotta
need to
grow,
evolve.
you
Okay.
gotta learn,
Yeah, but
and
but there's
so
a difference
you
between
gotta grow, you gotta learn.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not doing the same thing in our 20s that we do in our 40s.
I
And so
hope-
if
I
your
hope not.
mindset
I
is
hope
that
not.
you still want to be there,
Go ahead,
then
caller.
yeah, then it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
And-
No matter how hard you try, no matter how many times you get on your knees and pray,
It's not gonna
it's
work.
just not going to work because you have evolved into being a better human being while this person is just satisfied with
With the
what
status quo.
they are
How long
at
were you
that
and your
point
husband together, honey? How long were you and your husband together?
for 15 years.
Oh wow!
Okay.
See,
And
y'all
so-
put in
Okay.
some time.
Well,
Y'all
now-
put in
I-
some
that-
time.
and so-
I
Kids?
met him when I was 27, and I looked in the mirror at 39 and said I wasn't going into the next decade of my life
Wow.
Wait,
like that.
go
How many
ahead.
kids do you
And
have?
so
guys
I
have
made
together?
a choice right before I turned 40. Right before I turned 40, I made a choice. Either you gonna elevate too, we going together,
Or
or
I'ma
I'm
break- I'ma
just
bust
gonna
a
have
move.
to.
And I made a choice before
Absolutely.
before he
And-
got
and
down
that-
on the knee.
And, that
And
is
so
good
that's
point.
what you
That
have
was
to
a good
do.
point.
So-
She said
You have to be
traditional
okay
should
with
stay
that.
with
Kids
tradition.
See
are
these
not-
modern women. Did you
But-
and this gentleman have kids together, honey?
Yes, we got beautiful kids. My kids is bomb,
How many?
college graduates,
But see-
doing their thing.
Well, it sounds to
I
me
have
like
3 children.
it sounds to
That's
me like
right.
the both of you did what God meant for you to do. You were fruitful. You multiplied. You put good human beings out. And just because the relationship didn't work.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, and see, this is something I want to do. Start talking about. It's okay to be single. I think a lot of people feel that there's
Absolutely.
a need to be in a relationship because of what Disney and TV and programming has done to us. However,
topic.
I feel that. I apologize.
Yeah,
I just,
come
but
on,
I'm
let's-
respecting.
yeah,
I'm
but-
respecting
but
what you
we
said.
can-
I'm
but
respecting
we-
the sister.
but-
She put 15
No,
years
I
in with her
respect-
husband.
no, I do
She
too.
raised good kids,
I'm just
and it
saying.
sounded to me like she did her part. So between him and her both, I
Wait.
think they should
Blondie
both be
know my
happy.
baby.
Yes, I
Right.
did.
I think both of you should be
no.
happy.
I definitely think that. Did you want to comment to
I
something
do,
she said?
I do.
Okay, before we release her. Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
I do, and I just said it. When I say I do, when I stand in front of that man, and we say we do, and he says for better or for worse, that's what it
sickness and in
means.
health.
That's what it means. And so if he don't whatever, that's the worst. I'm still supposed to be with him. It's not my job to destroy my family based on me saying that I've grown. For what, you grown worldly wise? The world's
The modern woman
standards,
don't see it that
the
way,
world
though.
standard of growing.
I
grew
agree
on
with
that,
you,
but
but
you
the
didn't
modern
grow
woman
on
don't
the
see it that
mountain.
way.
You didn't go on the spiritual side of
what
staying
modern woman-
and working
I-
out, being with
I
your
disagree with
Modern
that.
women don't see it
worse.
that way.
I
So I know
disagree
women
with
that
that.
husband
Modern
failed
women don't
and
see
hurt
it.
himself, and they
I
divorced him,
think-
and they divorced him.
I agree with you, but
Okay.
modern women don't see it that
No,
way.
It's
don't
about
get
a
married.
man, too,
Don't
though.
get
Well,
married.
it was other things.
It's
It was
both.
other
I
things
know,
that went on in
incest,
the
you gonna say,
relationship.
Exactly. And we're not gonna. No,
all
hold
the
on.
victim stuff.
It was
because you're
other
right.
things.
It's not victim. She's
Okay.
it's other things. It doesn't always
Okay.
boil down to
Say
that.
that.
Let's
That's
say his
my
dick
thing.
Yeah,
ain't
it
hard
was
no more.
other things.
Right.
And no,
Sausage ain't
that
hard
wasn't
no
it.
more. What the
Girl,
fuck? We got
Sunshine,
Viagra now.
don't
No, that
worry,
wasn't it.
Sunshine. Don't worry. Don't
Y'all
worry
could have
about
found
it.
some kind of
We
solution.
gonna go on and wrap this.
But
Come
no,
on.
but when he met when he met another woman that was on his level, she
damn.
came and knocked on my door.
Oh, damn.
See, she came and knocked on my
Oh,
door.
damn.
He met another woman on his level.
Oh,
That's
damn.
right.
Okay,
Because
so
the door he was
don't
sleeping
get it
in
twisted.
wasn't open.
I prayed. I did all I could,
Oh,
and
Right.
I
And that's that.
did all I
Period.
could.
And you
know
good,
what?
Sunshine.
And God does not say that you have to stay there and be a fool.
God
The
Period.
Bible
doesn't
does
say
not
that.
tell
It
you
don't
to
say
be a
nothing
fool.
about But in the 50s,
Okay,
in
so
the 50s,
we're not talking about the 50s though right
when
now.
they
We,
let you
come on.
have
Thank
the
you,
right to say
Sunshine, for calling in.
unconditional love,
Thank you,
whatever.
thank you,
Bye.
thank you.
Thank you, though. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank
but
you,
you know
thank
what?
you.
She
So,
brought up a good point.
She
She did
did.
bring
So
up
we
a
gonna
good
go on and let you do your closing then on that good point. Go ahead. What
Oh,
she
no,
brought up in because we
my-
wrapping it up. So
Okay.
go ahead and wrap
My
your
good
last
point
point.
is that I definitely believe that a traditional man cannot afford a modern woman.
Thank you.
Okay.
And also, that traditional man, he just spoke on about the grandfather. Now, he didn't bring it into Miss G brought it in that there had to be infidelity.
Right.
See, the traditional woman, some of them brought back in the day, we have outside relationships where they had other kids. That was acceptable
Back then.
back then.
Right.
You know, but at the end of the day, traditional women, where are they? Because you can't even.
They married with a man. That's where they at.
All right.
Married with their man.
That's
Living
what,
a good
come on,
life. That's
Trey
where
Love,
they
go
at.
on and give us what you got at the closing on this topic.
Again, this is something I close with because this is something I truly believe. We all have to be whole individually, no matter where you are in life, traditional, modern, however you feel. You have to, especially us as colored people. I believe that therapy
Colored?
is, black, color,
Okay.
Negro.
Okay.
I believe that.
Black.
That therapy is very necessary because you have to sometimes restructure your thinking in order to be able to be into a relationship. Relationships are a lot of hard work. And that's what people don't realize. On the man and the woman side, it takes a lot of work in order to have a successful relationship. So make sure that you're whole. And when you're in that process, I want to go back to what you said, sister, which I totally agree with. In that process of dating, in that process of vetting, in that process of getting to know someone, make sure you pay attention to the red flags. And some of those red flags need to be your running papers. So pay attention to what you're doing while you're dating. And you know, just be patient. Because like brother said on the end, I want to tag on something he said. These boys will, okay, baby, these simps that don't know nothing about being a real man will just say whatever you do, whatever you tell them to do, and this, that, and the third. And that's not a man. You need a man in your life in order to progress. So let's just love and let's figure it out, y'all.
All right, go ahead, Derek.
Oh.
You over there like, go on and win. What's your last ending?
I would say that the traditional man, he can afford a modern woman as long as he puts it in perspective to what he needs to have and what he's not going to have. Because I can have modern women tell me off the top, I just say, can you go get that? You can't tell me what to do. And I'd be like, okay, once I saw that, I'm going to deal with you accordingly to that. I still deal with you.
Yeah.
You're a modern woman. I still deal with you. Okay, but I'm knowing now it's only certain things I'm gonna do. And when you start coming at me like, well, why you don't open my door? Why you don't do this? I'm gonna hit you with, you started this off. You started this off with all that. Okay, now you want to reverse. So I say the modern man, the traditional man, he can't afford it as long as he has the ability to understand, like in the movie Heat. If it ain't right, you can walk away in 25 minutes. You turn around, walk away. You turn around, be gone. I can handle that.
And so, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to say this, y'all. Drum roll, what a little thing. Can you do a little thing, something? Because what I'm about to say, I know Venus about to be like, I know, I agree with what Derick said. And because I was in it, and that's why, because I experienced it, and and that's why. But I can't believe I just said I agree with Derick.
That's a good thing. That means we're progressing.
I said it last night
That's
on
actually
my
a good
own
thing.
show because someone actually asked this topic and they asked this question, and I said that as well. But I definitely think, and I'm gonna go back to it, which is something I always say in any relationship, communication definitely has to happen.
Yes.
And y'all was
God,
like,
yes.
oh, why you
Super
not
key.
with your ex? That's like, we missed some things. But when I realized that I missed some things, no, I don't want to. Like, no, we good. We don't need to move forward. You know what I'm saying? I could have overlooked it once I realized it and went on and went forth with it. But no, it's like, nah, in this area, it ain't lining up.
It's not lining
So I definitely think that it can happen. I just think the two individuals have to be willing. They have to have that discussion, and that's it. But
Amen.
yeah, we thank you all for tuning in.
Yes,
I do want to say this last comment though from Venus. I wanted to say it, but we all was talking. Y'all know that's my thing. I can't stand it. Venus said many modern women can't even handle the traditional man. They are not ready for that type of relationship with structure and having to communicate effectively to keep the companionship and passion.
Amen.
And I totally agree with that. That's why I wanted to read that.
Yes.
So with that being said, we thank you all for tuning in to Why Are You Still Single? Don't forget to share
And
and subscribe.
Subscribe.
And we thank you for that.
Join the
super
Facebook
chat, Miss
page.
D.
Like,
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Watch
So
us
thank
live
you so
on YouTube,
much.
y'all.
Yes, yes, yes. Peace.
all
Deuces.
right.
Up out of here, man. A lot of fun, man. Oh my God, that show was dope. That show was dope. That was love. I love that.
Y'all was running me low. I'm so vocal. Look, Derick, no, that's why he like, that ain't you. I'm so vocal, but I just